What's up guys, my name is Brandon and I've been using iOS 13.4 Beta 1 on multiple devices over the past few days, and I wanted to let you guys know how it's been treating me, as well as some of the additional new features that I didn't cover in my initial What's New video. Now the public beta was also just released today on Monday, so if you are on the public beta program, you will see the update populate inside of your software update section in your settings. So anyways, let's first go ahead and talk about the new features and changes in iOS 13.4, and this turned out to be an even bigger update than I initially thought. And this was a pretty big update in general, but there are a lot more features that I didn't even cover in my initial What's New video. So let's go ahead and talk about those, and then we'll talk about the performance, the battery life, when we can expect beta 2, and also if you should update now or not. So one of the new features in iOS 13.4 is support for new call controls and third-party navigation in CarPlay. So you can see here, CarPlay, the call controls look a little bit different, as well as navigation for like Waze and things like that. So it did get a little bit of an update here for this latest version. Now iOS 13.4 also contains references to a new API called Car Key, and this is going to make it possible to use your iPhone and your Apple Watch to unlock, lock, and start certain cars. So any supported cars with NFC in them, you're going to be able to use Car Key with iOS 13.4 when it gets released to the public, which will probably be next month, to literally lock and unlock your car just from having your device. Now, once again, you do have to have a car with NFC built into it, and luckily for me, I do have that. So I will be able to test this out for you guys and show you how it works next month when 13.4 officially releases. But right now, there are just references to the API, which means that basically this feature is coming very soon. So credit to 9to5Mac for finding this. I expect to see more about this as 13.4 goes on. As we get to more betas, we should see more about this feature. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. And apparently the pairing process will also be done through the wallet application and things like that. So I'll be talking to you guys more about that as time goes on. Now, also in 13.4, we do get a new animation for VPN. So take a look up at the top in the status bar right here. So when we connect to a VPN, it shows just the VPN right there if it connects anytime now. So you can see there it shows VPN like that, but if we go ahead and disconnect, you can see we get a new animation where it shows VPN with a cross through it. Before, there was no animation for when VPN disconnected, just when it connected. It would show the VPN right there, but when you disconnected in previous versions, it would not show that additional animation right there where you see the cross through the VPN. Also in iOS 13.4, in the music application for Apple Music, when you click on the lyrics for a song, you will see these three dots when there's like a long intro or just, something playing in the beginning where there are no lyrics. You can see it actually starts counting down. It fills in these little bubbles right here. And then once it gets to the third one, it starts playing the lyrics and it's in sync with the song. So really cool. Instead of just being blank there, it kind of shows you that there's still something going on. Also inside of the music application, if you go ahead and 3D press or haptic press on one of the songs here, or if you click on the three dots, you can see there's a new option there for play last. So now it's not just play next, but you also have one for play last. And that will add this to the end of the queue. And if we go into our settings and go to accessibility and then scroll all the way down to Siri, you can see we have a new option here for always listen for Hey Siri. And when you turn it on, it says listen for Hey Siri when your iPhone is facing down or covered. So now you can enable that whenever you have your phone face down or covered. And apologies if I made your devices go off by saying that phrase. And speaking of Siri, we can now ask Siri to take us to the home screen. So on the left here, I have iOS 13.3, 13.4 here on the right. Take me to the home screen.
Just swipe up from the bottom of the screen to get home.
There you go. So you can see 13.4 actually takes you to the home screen. 13.3.1 just tells you how to get to the home screen in case you didn't know. Also in the TV application, we have a minor change here. So for library, you can see we have a section for genres, where in 13.3.1, we did not have that. But if we went to the TV shows, you could sort it by genres up there in the top right. But now since genres is right here, when you go into TV shows or movies, there's no more sort by up there in the top right. And also in 13.4, if you have family sharing enabled, that's also added to this library tab right here. So you will see family sharing if you do have that set up on your iPhone. We also have a new animation for the measure application, 13.3.1 here on the left, 13.4 on the right. You can see just a minor difference there in the animation showing you how to measure things with the measure application. Now in my initial What's New video, I did let you guys know that the bottom toolbar has been changed inside of the mail application. So you can see here, 13.4 on the right, you can see there's a lot more instead of just these two buttons, the archive and all the other options in that one section right there. But also when you go into 13.4, if you click on the flag icon right here, you can see it opens up its own submenu. Same with moving it to a folder. You can see everything opens up in its own little menu. Whereas in 13.3.1, it was kind of just, if you clicked on flag, it would just open it up right there inside of that submenu, same as mark as unread and all those things. So just some minor tweaks inside of the mail application in this latest update. I also talked about the new Memojis, and I mentioned how there are some new ones. I believe I pointed out like 4 new ones, but there actually ended up being 9 new Memoji stickers. So if you do use Memoji stickers, you will see 9 new ones in this update. If we go into the health application and go to the browse tab down here and go all the way to the bottom, you can see in 13.4 we have a new section called add account. And we go ahead and click on that, you can see here it shows you can add like your local hospital networks or locations, and I guess you could just have these applications connect to the health application and import and export data, which is pretty cool. And this is definitely going to be great for doctors and people like that. And we also had some other very minor UI changes throughout the OS, but nothing really significant to show. But those are pretty much all of the new features and changes found in the first beta, including the public beta of iOS 13.4. Now let's talk about some of the bugs that are still existing from 13.3.1. So the text message bug is still here in 13.4, unfortunately. At this point, I don't think that we're gonna see a fix for that until iOS 14. So basically when you're on the lock screen, you will have no indication that you just got a new text message, no vibration, no sound. Your lock screen won't light up, anything. Has nothing to do with the Apple Watch. I have not been using my Apple Watch or anything that would take that notification away, the notification sounds. So that is a bug that's still here. Now, I have not had the audio bug yet from Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I talked about this a while back when you would open up an Instagram video, like when you would play an Instagram video inside of the Instagram application, then you would go out of it and go into another application. That audio from that video would still continue playing in the background. Well, with iOS 13.4, over the past few days when I've been using it, I've not had that once. So hopefully it's fixed. I will let you guys know as I do further testing on this and use this more. But so far, it seems that has been fixed, thank God. Now, as far as performance goes, performance has been really good for me so far on all of my devices, my iPad Pro, my iPhone 11 Pro Max, and my iPhone 11 Pro here. So I've used it on all 3 of these devices since it's been released, and I've not had any issues, no lockups, no anything at all, no bugs, no stutters, nothing really. I mean, the text message bug is really my only big complaint so far with 13.4, and that was pre-existing, so it was nothing new with this update. But as far as compared to 13.3.1, I think it's exactly the same. I don't see any improvement in terms of raw speed over 13.3.1. So don't update expecting to see some kind of jump in performance. And it's the same deal with battery life, which is a good thing because 13.3.1 gave a lot of people really, really good battery life. So it's exactly the same so far for me as 13.3.1, which is a really good testament since this is just a first beta. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what you guys said in the community tab here on my channel. You can see here there were over 4,000 votes, and most people said that it was great. I would use it on my daily driver. Now, most people are not on 13.4 since this was before the public beta got released, but still, most people said that it was great instead of good, okay, or not good. So that is a really good sign. And taking a look at these comments, a lot of people are really liking this as well. So once again, a lot of people did not even get the update yet just because public beta came out so much later than normal. So you can see here, not everybody gets great battery life. You can see here, Gray says she's been having pretty bad battery life, but most people are actually liking it. So it says, awesome, loving the new features. iPhone 11 Pro Max user, 13.3.1 is running smooth to me. So he's talking about 13.3.1 still instead of 13.4. Battery life on 13.4 for me is better than 13.3.1, and that's on an iPhone 8. So once again, some people could see better battery life than previously. You can see here Kermit is having some issues with the lock screen notifications overlapping. So if you guys have any kind of overlapping issue with your notifications, let me know down in a comment below. Zach here is having an issue with the YouTube application. He says the YouTube thing is still not working. You exit YouTube and then it restarts when you go back into it. So I think he's talking about RAM management for YouTube. I've not faced that at all, especially not anytime recently. You can see someone here said that they have a bug with notifications. When they swipe it, it opens the camera. So I'm not sure if you guys have that at all. But anyways, like I said, most people are enjoying the update. Some people are sharing their experience with some bugs as well. But most people seem to say that both the performance and the battery life are better than 13.3.1. Now, once again, that could just be the placebo effect because I don't think there's really any change in terms of battery life or performance in 13.3.1 compared to 13.4, but it could fix up some things that we were having issues with in the past, so it could seem like it's smoother and faster and things like that. But overall, really no complaints at all with 13.4 beta 1. Now, once again, it has been released to public beta testers, and I would expect beta 2 to be very, very soon. I would expect it to be here very, very soon. So today is the 10th. It could come out as early as tomorrow, the 11th. If not, then we could see it the 12th or the 13th. I don't think it's going to come out on a Friday, especially since that's Valentine's Day. They don't release updates on Friday anyways very often, and especially not on Valentine's Day. So I would expect it within the next 3 days. We could see that. And as far as the public beta 2, I would think that we would see it that same day, but possibly the next day. I don't think we'd be waiting a long time like we did for public beta 1. So expect beta 2 very soon. If you haven't updated to 13.4 beta 1 yet, I honestly would just hold off and wait for beta 2 at this point. I personally don't have any issues, and most people don't have any issues, but you just never know. I would not install it on your daily driver just yet until beta 2, especially since we're just so close to seeing that update. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for iOS 13.4 beta 1. This is an update full of new changes and features, which I'm really, really excited about. I'm also really excited to see where car key goes and how that performs. Again, I will be doing that since I do have a car with NFC built in, so I will be testing that out for you guys here on the channel. But let me know what you guys think about 13.4 down in the comment section below, and also make sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it, or if you just enjoy hearing my voice. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.